The story was told to me and my friend by a bus driver while we were waiting for the time to leave. He has been driving buses for the past 25 years, so we knew that this man had a few stories up his sleeves to pass on to us. I will be telling the story from the bus driver's point of view. This story takes place in California back in the mid 90s. I was driving the bus route whose main purpose was to be transportation between the bus station and the state mental hospital for the staff, family visiting, and students who worked there. It was towards the end of the workday and the sun was already down. So for the quick layout of the mental state hospital area, the hospital is in the middle of the fields and crops, and near the back of the hospital are St. Monica Mountains, where the nearest neighborhood is miles away. During the night, the only lights that can help you navigate if you somehow ever find yourself walking here at night is the moonlight and star itself. Long story short, the hospital is in the middle of nowhere, especially back in 90s. As it was the end of the workday, I hardly got anyone to pick up at the bus stop at the mental hospital. So I was more surprised when I pulled up that I saw someone is waiting there. He was sitting down on the bench, still wearing his white doctor coat. As soon as I stopped and opened the bus door, the man got inside and seated himself immediately. The workers I pick up are usually tired from a long day of work, so I didn't find strange that he was quiet. Shortly after I took off, as we were driving down the back road from the farm, I tried to make small talk with the doctor. I asked him, "So what building do you work at?" Since I talked to a lot of the staff, I know my way around the mental hospital and the different buildings and what they are used for. The doctor takes few moments to answer my question. I work in Ward C. I knew that Ward C was where the patients who were known for a violent behavior are kept. "So, how long have you been working there?" I asked, trying to keep the drive through the dark roads a little less unpleasant. The man took a while to answer this question as well. I didn't find really strange since I knew that some doctors tend to be more quiet, awkward side. I have been there for a couple of years now. Not really an answer I would expect. It was just the way he said. Not what he said exactly. He was speaking as if I was interrogating him, and I found it really uncomfortable. After that, I took it as a cue to keep the rest of the drive quiet. Down the road, I saw there were two police cars blocking the road with its lights on. I had to slow down as we got closer. I heard doctor begin to freak out as he see that we are slowing down due to police car. That the bus comes to hissing stop. The two police officers are at the door with their hands on their holster. They demand that I open the door and step out of the bus. I don't hesitate to follow the order, and as soon as I make out of the bus, the two of them storm inside the bus. After a quick struggle, they drag out the doctor in handcuff, and he's still trying to fight this out. As I threw him in the back of the squad car, I asked them, "What was that all about?" One of the officers tells me, "The doctor that you just picked in, the guy isn't a doctor. He is one of the mental patients at the hospital. He escaped his room and beat one of the doctors inside his office, left him a bloody mess. He then throws a doctor's coat on to make escaping a whole lot easier. And once he realized that he didn't have the car keys in the pocket of the coat, he waited at the bus stop to escape into town. The guy has a criminal record on him, so who knows what he would have done once he got into the town. Luckily, that didn't try anyone new. Once you started to slow down. Never will this story ever leave my mind."